Hi folks, if you don't remember me, I'm Darin Holden, Executive Director of Camp Anokijig, and I'm coming to you today to bring you some exciting updates of what's been going on at Anokijig and even more exciting news about what's to come. Now here at Anokijig, the fall is in full swing. We've had family camp weekends, we've had group weekends, had school groups coming in and out, and there's been some great weather for great activities and great long-lasting memories for those that have been coming. It also means, with the coming of the fall, it's time for our biggest annual fundraiser of the year, Laughter in the Woods. This Saturday, September 23rd at 5 p.m., the door is going to open to our 18th annual Laughter in the Woods event. Now, this event has raised $50,000 to $100,000 in the last few years to help support all of those great programs that Anokijig has to offer. Camperships, junior staff teen leadership programs, and of course, helping to keep the Anokijig facility ready to serve its mission. This year, we're back inside a Western Lodge with a live new band, a great steak and seafood dinner, a bunch of silent and live auction items, and great deal of fun and camaraderie for you to enjoy. Now, if you're interested in joining the fun at camp, there are still a few seats available, but they're going fast. So you'd want to get on our website and choose that Buy Tickets for Laughter button right away. If you can't make it, you can still join in the fun by bidding on our silent auction and also on our live auctions. All you need to do is go to that Laughter Tickets link on the Anokijig.com website, and it'll lead you to a page with all the details. You can get a seat, you can shop the silent auction, and you can see those live auction items that are going to be going off on Saturday night. Now, unfortunately, our internet connection won't allow us to have those at home to bid live on Saturday night. However, if you see a live auction item that you'd really like a chance at, give us a call before 4 p.m. Central on Saturday. Tell us what you'd like to bid on. Tell us what the highest bid you'd like to bid, and we'll assign a proxy bidder to be here in your place so that they can help you win and Anokijig win. We're looking forward to a great night to kick off our annual fundraising campaign. Hopefully we can see you involved there too. Now, besides laughter, I have some other great and exciting and really important news. Many of you know that we are nearing our 100th anniversary of living our motto of We Serve. 2026 is just around the corner, and that's when we're going to celebrate that milestone of 100 years. Now, back in 2017, before the hiccup of the pandemic, our board of directors and staff started looking forward to our centennial. In looking forward, it was not just to plan what a great celebration we could have, but we asked the question, what does Camp Anokijig need to keep its mission of serving kids and teams and families vibrant for years to come? Very quickly, we came up with a short list to address that will help us steward this great facility and program into the next generation. Health and safety, increased off-season opportunities, increased efficiencies, program development, and a facelift for our current facilities. Those are our goals going forward to the next century. The first is to address that safety part. As you all know, since its founding in 1926, Anokijig has grown by leaps and bounds. From those first sessions where there were 60 or so kids to our capacity of 350 campers and over 110 staff here each week of this summer. On a full summer session now, we have just shy of 500 people here at camp. And Anokijig still works great at providing incredible independent and life-changing experiences for all of them. However, some of our facilities need to grow to catch up and match that demand. In the 20s and 30s, that little dining hall on the hill served those campers well, but after many additions and many add-ons to that, they really needed to grow. And in the late 40s, it was time for a new home. Western Lodge was born right back here. Western, that quintessential camp building, the fort up here on the hill, has served us amazingly well for the last 74 years as our main dining hall and our centerpiece of camp. It still does a great job and will for many, many more generations, but it needs a little help. It needs a fresh coat of stain, upgraded windows, upgraded doors, and an improved parking lot entrance to kind of match its grandeur. More importantly, our great lodge has served as a gathering place during storms to provide underground shelter over the last several years. However, its underground space can only shelter about 180 of our nearly 500 participants. There's just not enough space under there for all the kids and staff that are here now. Now, after looking at many options, it was decided that the biggest, most immediate need for Anokijig going forward was to have a safe underground space for all of camp to gather in at a moment's notice whenever the need would arise. The answer? We need a new building to complement Western Lodge. It was decided in 2018 to start the process of planning just such a building. And as we started that process, we decided that if we had a basement big enough for everyone, what other challenges could be addressed by the addition of a couple floors on top of that basement? The answers? We could have an expanded health lodge facility designed for today's campers, numbers, and standards, and that would drastically improve our ability to serve the health and medical needs of our current volume of campers. We could also have a year-round winterized office area where the full-time staff could plan and produce all of those great programs and hire all those great staff to make our programs go, without the prospect of having to move twice a year to escape the cold. And we could have a new indoor program space for rainy days and school groups, increase capacity for a growing number of winter groups that want to come to camp, and that's another program-based space could allow us more opportunity to serve our local community with space for team building activities, corporate events, and celebrations that people may want to have. Now, having weathered the storm of the pandemic, with camp participation and programming now back to normal, responsible financial stewardship, and the use of all the available grant funds we could find, Anokijig finds itself in very good financial shape, with financial reserves invested to keep us healthy. Given those factors, we've decided to start to realize and to invest in the future of Anokijig now. It is time to build. I'm happy to report that the team at Quash's Construction and Growth Architects has come up with a facility that will address most of those items that I've just outlined: the health, safety, and program needs, and more. A facility that will serve as a great support facility to all that Western Lodge here provides. Situated just to the east of Western Lodge, in the edge of Vesper Hill, Centennial Lodge is about to be born. It'll have all the functions that I just described, and it will also be attached to Western Lodge by a raised walkway. So for those of you who may be nervous, no, Western Lodge will not go away. It will still be the center of camp. It will still continue to serve us just as it has in the years past. It is still our home. To make the most of this new lodge, though, we also plan to build a few new staff housing facilities so we can repurpose some of the housing we currently use for staff and put campers in them, and be able to increase our off-season capacity and have more activities going on at camp year-round. These are all going to be great additions to Anokijig. Now, of course, all these new facilities don't come for free. And gone are the days that a handful of volunteers with hammers on a weekend can come make this type of project happen. To make this a complete reality, we'll need to secure about $6.7 million in order to make it go. Our biggest building project since 1948, when Western Lodge started. Our largest fundraising goal since Anokijig became an independent camp in 2006. As I said, we started planning this change nearly 5 years ago. Along the way, we also started the process of securing funds to go towards it. I'm happy to report that due to the generosity of many of those folks that we've contacted so far, we've so far secured nearly $2.5 million toward that total goal. In fact, the funding to restain Western Lodge was the first to come in. If you visit camp today, you'll see that Western Lodge is about 80% done and looking really pretty. As we weighed our options going forward, we could wait until we had all the whole campaign done to start to build that building and those safety facilities. But we've decided that the importance of the security of that underground space to protect our campers in the event of a storm is so important that we're ready to build now as we continue to raise those additional funds. If we start now, that basement will be ready to protect kids for next summer. This is the most important thing at Camp Anokijig right now. To that end, we are breaking ground this week on Centennial Lodge. This Saturday at 4:30, conveniently right before the doors open for Laughter in the Woods at 5, the gold shovels will turn the first dirt. The start of a great new chapter in Anokijig history will begin. So if you can make it to the ceremony, we'd love to have you there. And what better way to celebrate but to join us right afterwards for a great evening at Laughter. If you can't make it, we understand. But do keep an eye on our website and on all forms of social media, as we will be blasting out updates of our progress, and you'll be able to watch that building grow, the start of that next 100 years at Anokijig. Over the next several months, we'll be reaching out to all of our Anokijig supporters to push that fundraising goal up past that $6.7 million goal. We hope that when we reach out to you for your support, that you will feel it in your heart to reach deeper in your pocketbook than you ever have to make this essential project happen. To help us steward Anokijig into the next century and beyond, so we can serve hundreds of thousands of more lives into the next millennium. Expect many more updates headed your way soon. If you have questions on how best you can help to make this happen, just give me a call. If you got any suggestions on folks we can talk to or foundations we can go meet with, we would be happy to hear your ideas. So for now, take care, stay safe, and of course, Rick Tick.